Alright, welcome back, guys. Another video here. Today we're talking about BTC Bitcoin. Look like it's a lot been happening for the past, past 3-4 months. As you can see here, you know, we had we're basically in what we call head and shoulders. So the market is struggling to, grab some liquidities to go up and touch these price levels, point of interest, and BOS, which is break of structure. So now going on to the weekly time frame, so we can see that price has formed what we call a head and shoulders. So this is a bearish structure due to obviously news coming out on inflation taking a huge pause in terms of the economic growth of the US is going up, which is obviously adverse. It's just not good for BTC in terms of price growth. So therefore, it's taking a hit. Now, in terms of looking at weekly time frame, we can see that obviously monthly and weekly time frame are quite similar. So here, as I said earlier, we're in what we call a a head and shoulders pattern. But because this area is very, very solid liquidity buy zone for investors, for the past since June, like price has always failed to break past this price zone here due to the fact that there's strong liquidity, buyers liquidity, as you can see from the past here. You can see here, and obviously currently we're in that phase anymore. So from what I'm honest, from what I can see from the market, it looks like the market might take a upside turn as market reacted to the last resistance, which it failed to break, and obviously came down and tested the lows again off the trend. So we had a what we call a M pattern, meaning that we need a price to come and grab some sell liquidity before we see the drop, in which we did. And obviously currently price is now testing this support zone here that we have on the weekly time frame. So this is already telling us that price is very, very strong here. So I'm expecting BTC to have a change in price direction in terms of there should be a bullish momentum to the upside to touch at least that resistance that we had on the weekly time frame here. Going on to the daily. So daily time frame. So as you can see, literally the market has literally been a consolidation zone. So market builds up, act like it's gaining some momentum, and starts losing the momentum, drops again, comes and touches the resistance, drops again. So it's just all in a bubble right now as we speak. So there's a lot going on in the US market, with news coming out this week especially. So looking at the Forex factory, we can see that there's financial economic projections for the US government is coming out tomorrow. The Feds is knowing if they're going to increase interest rate to 75 base or 100 base point. So all these things are going to trigger the market heavily. So there's a lot of anticipation of either the market, whether the crypto market is bullish long term, or it's looking like the US looking like it might be something that will be long term, something that might be here for the long term. So yeah. However, as you can see, the news does give a lot of room for speculation, a lot of room for two outcomes. So first, if the news comes out and obviously somehow triggers the market, there's two outcomes that we can see from this perspective. So first, the one break, obviously support zone, come back and retest it, and we can see a bearish drop. Or we can have the other outcome, which one that I'm more lenient towards, that price obviously would form some some weak bearish candle before price goes and touches the um, the resistance that we had on the weekly and on the weekly time frame as well, in order to see maybe a continuation to the upside from here onwards. So that's the two outcomes that I'm expecting out of BTC. So for that reason, you just be patient and just sit back and watch how the market reacts to the interest rate and the news from the Feds coming at 7:30 tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day to look at for the market in terms of how the news will affect crypto ongoing forward in the next quarter of 2022. Now looking at the fundamental side, again, this is order flow, the CO2 report, and what we can see is that non-commercials, people who are basically in for the money, have been closing their long positions and short positions. However, there's been more longs closed with over 2k, nearly 2.5k long positions and 1.279 what we call short positions. So there is a bit of a fight of a battle between the bears and the bulls, the sellers and the buyers in the market, especially the crypto market. As you can see, 10,000 longs, 10,142. So there's not much difference, but obviously that still, shows you where the market stands um in terms of what is the next move for BTC, which accounts for a large amount of cryptocurrency. So yeah, so I would be looking to see where the market it takes, even market gives us, if the market gives us a what we call a break of structure here, or maybe we might have a change of direction to the upside to test the resistance again that we have here on the daily, weekly, monthly time frame. So that is my analysis for BTC, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Right now, it's just about staying patient and watching them how the market reacts to the news coming out tomorrow. And make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that stuff. I appreciate it if you support, so I can keep uploading content and obviously dropping some juice for y'all, man. All right, it's been nice. Peace out.